What is up, guys? We're gonna go with an improv reading of the patch 7.1 notes, and I'm gonna give my thoughts on each of them. Anything that might need to be calculated will not be done in this video because I am not editing it, and let's get right into it. So first off, they do some talking. Anivia, when her thing gets fully big, is now gonna have like a flash thing, so now you'll know it's the full size. Camille, there's a lot of nerfs. Lower health growth, lower shield duration, I don't know what that does, and the knockaway speed is faster, so I'm pretty sure, like when you ulted before, it would, the enemy would be stunned when they're getting knocked away, but now they're getting knocked away faster, so I'm guessing they're going to be stunned for a shorter period of time. So a lot of nerfs on her. She probably will go down quite a bit because that shield duration really weakened her late game. Same with the health growth because that's like over 100 less health later. And yeah. Draven. This one I wanted to check it out. It's kind of, I don't know if it's a buff or a nerf to his Q. It's kind of hard to tell without actually checking the math. But if someone wants me to, I'll do that in the comments. And of course, that's definitely a buff. Less mana cost later on. Callista, in the past, Riot has done a lot of nerfs on her. So they're going back on a couple nerfs, or like one nerf, and they're actually buffing her with an. I think it's a pretty considerable buff. So first off, her spirit stacks when her E was on cooldown. So like if you mess up on her E or something, you won't be stacking spears. But now it stacks at all times. So let's say you mess up, but you're stacking it on the enemy. Now it will actually stack on the enemy. Also, they reverted this. Now if you kill just one unit with your E, you'll get the mana refund. You don't have to kill two to get the mana refund. Huge buff. Pretty big. With Karma, they nerfed her early game and her early game aggressiveness and her late game defensiveness. Now her W only gives 2 ticks instead of 3 on her passive ult thing. So you're not going to be able to redo your ult as quickly, which is actually pretty big if you play Karma and you use your W properly. And then her E has a 30 less damage absorption later on, which is her ulted E. So it's a small nerf, but it's still there. Kennen, now it's more focused. He won't burst you as much with his ultimate. He won't burst your whole team. But if you don't react to it, you're still going to get punished. So the early damage is much lower, but the later on damage is actually greater. At least past level 1 it's greater. But only by a tiny bit. Basically, if you don't react to his early engage, you're gonna have more time to react to his early engage if you don't get stunned or something. Lee Sin, he won't blow you up. He won't blow up your carries as much. So first off, his E won't reveal. So like Shaco or something, it won't reveal them, which was pretty strong. If Lee Sin can reveal invisible targets when he is not a tower, that's pretty strong. And then his ult finally got nerfed a bit. 150 early, 150 late. Big nerf. He's gonna have a lot of trouble killing carries now with that. Lucian, oh, ooh. Okay, I know I don't play him because I don't like the 500 range and the fact I use his mana too fast. This is a pretty nice buff. So first off, his passive is going to do more damage at most points of the game, especially the 10% total attack damage early. That's pretty big. And also, instead of waiting till level 16, you're going to have 60% of your total attack damage at level 13. So really nice. And also with his Q that you typically max first, you're also going to have 20 more damage at max rank. This is a pretty nice buff, and I don't know. Poppy. They do not like Poppy right now. Her shield duration on her passive has been lowered by a whole 2 seconds. And her ult, I don't know why they had to nerf this. The main problem was her tankiness, but I guess her ult only does half damage when you point blank it, which is, I think that's a stupid nerf, but tell me what you think in the comments. But the shield duration, that was needed, and now it's more considered. It's only 3 seconds instead of 5. Rise, I'm pretty sure it's a low win rate, but he is really strong. So now the bullshit with his movement speed on his Q, movement speed shield, it's much less. I mean, at level 1, it's a tiny bit more, but that's because you don't really use it level 1. It's more like after level 1-ish something. But it's a whole 50 less late game, which is pretty considerable. But because of scaling, it's not going to be much of a problem. The movement speed, though, is the combination of the movement speed and the shield. It's going to suck for people who play Rise, but he was pretty strong, and that was really annoying. Shyvana, she's way too good at farming, so now against monsters, her W does not do the 20% bonus. I don't know if it did it. I don't think it does it to minions, because I think they would have got rid of both if it did it to minions. So you're not going to be able to farm as much, especially in the jungle. She is strong. Shut up, phone. Syndra, I've been hating her because I dodge all her abilities and she still answers, and then there's like all these balls that go all over the place and stun. Like, oh, my hands are cut off. So now they changed it, so instead of having 3 spheres being able to pick up, it's going to do 20% bonus true damage, which sounds like a buff, but I'm pretty sure her W has not been doing too much damage to me. But according to these numbers, it does do damage. So this is a spooky buff. I don't know if it's a buff. I don't know. Because it's going to be grabbing less spears, so it's going to be... I think that's a buff. In most cases, that is a buff. But for me, who will typically dodge it, it's a nerf. Yeah. So with her ult, then now it's 20 seconds later at level 1, which is very, very nice. Talon. Ooh, Talon buffs. I know no one plays him, so I can see why they buffed him. Especially good for Twisted Tree Line. So his mana regen went up. Really nice for Twisted Tree Line. And then his Q now heals more. 3 more at level 1. And then it gets 1 more per level stacking than it did before. That's a nice buff. And also they bumped up the brightness on the passive particles, because that was kind of... It wasn't really obvious. Some Elementalist Lux stuff, I don't care. Zezirat Portal. Ooh. This is a buff, because if you ever get fucked by the enemy and they take it out early, now you have more of a chance to do it. And also if you place it in a bad spot, you can now place it in a better spot sooner. It is a nerf in rare circumstances, such as with Ruby Sightstone, it's going to be less good. It's still going to obviously be good. And also, if you got it in a really good spot, that's going to be hard to get it there again. But other than that, it's a buff. They changed the way the Voidlings work, the Void Spawns. Now the Void Spawns are going to do more damage, but there's not going to be that one giant Void... Wait, no. Void Spawns no longer gain health per level. I think you still get the big Void Spawn. So this is definitely... No. This is a buff for people who don't build health, but still buy Zezirat. Huge buff for those guys. But for people who bought a lot of health and bought Zezirat, it's going to be a nerf, I think. Also, the Void Spawns, they decay faster, so you gotta place them closer to choke points, I think. I presume the range on the thing is going to be lower, but... Oh, and here's a big thing. Killing a void spawn no longer increases your creep score. Unless I'm misunderstanding this, you are no longer gonna get the bonus gold on Gangplank or the stacks on Nasus if you kill a creep. But I'm not sure. Summoner's Rift changes. Okay. So they just did some stuff. You're gonna notice it in game, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, it's not really matter to reiterate. Jungle experience. I tried reading this. Apparently it's another nerf to people who aren't junglers. Cause all the XP went down in the jungle, like across the board. But I don't know. Raptors give more XP, which those raptors were not. The cost to like taking out those raptors are OP. So this is definitely a good balance change. But I don't know about the rest of the jungle. Twisted Tree Line. I don't see why they have to say. I don't get it. Apparently they nerfed her ult on Twisted Tree Line before without anyone knowing, which is so stupid. And then Wukong's passive was apparently different. I don't know what Riot was doing with this shit, but I'm really confused. League client updates. They added bots to customs. Nice, nice. More settings. Okay, nice, nice. Ascension. Whatever. Mobile. I don't know what any of this stuff is. I don't know what any of this stuff is. Battle boost if you're one of those people with ARAM. Toaster detection. This is gonna be funny. Toaster detection. You just get that. You think you have a really nice computer, and then you get that pop up. You got a toaster, buddy. Oh, that's so savage. But it's gonna be helpful. Notable fixes. Prevented players from editing their masteries. Okay, yeah, good. A bunch of fixes that are really, really nice. Remember, if your computer's not good, use low performance spec mode. Bunch of changes, blah blah blah. Yeah. Q health. I still don't know what this means. Oh! Wait, seriously? They put that here? Apparently what this means is that the Qs are fine and they're not gonna like delete anything. Okay. That is a weird place to put it, but okay. And then these are some spicy bug fixes. So first off, Kha'Zix's passive was getting there was a lot of tilty stuff with Kha'Zix's passive that should have not got rid of the thing. Apparently there was like a W exploit. Shaco's box. I remember I was watching Shaq stream and blah blah blah, whatever. His boxes were it was weird stuff. And same in my game. Now they're gonna go back to stealth after being revealed if they haven't been destroyed. Apparently Bard's Q was unintentionally OP, so that explains a lot. Fizzes now won't take will properly take spell shields. Darius, I don't understand what that is. Hecarim's E was apparently critting structures, so that's a pretty big bug. False King's Claim, that was a pretty stupid bug. I hated that. That happened to me quite a bit. Where even though I was stealth and I wasn't hit by the spooky ghost, they still showed me, which was so dumb. But that's fixed. Ward detect something with that. Something. Blah, blah, blah. I hate stuff like this where they just the ability you can't see it because it's in the terrain. They fixed that. Wish they would fix it with some other people, but they fixed that. Added missing effect. Blah blah blah. Lots of bug fixes. Okay. And upcoming skins and chromas. We got Dreadnova Gangplank. Ooh, that is what all the Warren Kingdom skins. We got some new Warring Kingdom skins. Let's go. What I love the past ones. I love the new ones. Warring Kingdom skins. They're great. And then we got Firecrackers, Jinx Chroma. No, I'm not into it. Snowdown crafting material has finished apparently, and that is all, summoners. Tell me what you thought in the comments. This was 15 minutes. I am sorry it took so long. This was kind of big in my defense. And good luck on the battlefield, summoners.